So I had a couple of people hit me up and ask me, "Where'd you go? I miss you so. Been forever since you've been gone." This is why I don't get paid to sing. Anyway, what's been going on? What have I been up to? So this has been my main project. This is one of the main reasons why not a whole lot has been done on the 7th gen Celica. And yes, I said 7th gen. If you caught yesterday's video, then you know there's 2 Celicas at the house now on top of the Matrix. So my girlfriend got a 2012 Mini Cooper S, and she wanted to keep the Matrix. I don't blame her. It's been it's been with us since 2006, and this is an '04. So she just thought it was time to start, getting stuff together and what we've been wanting to do to the car for a long time. So this is what we're looking at now. So I'm gonna go over everything, what I've been doing to the car. I might do a video kind of explaining what's been going on with me personally, but I'm a pretty private person, so that video will probably be really hard for me to make. But just know that a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has been going on consistently. So that's kind of where I've been at. But let's go over the Matrix real quick. I'll start up top here. This is a Tsunami spoiler from a 7th gen Celica. There's still a little bit of work to do on it, like right here, kind of filling in the gaps right here. Kind of figuring that out. I might have to shave it down just a little bit to lay it completely flat and then work it. But yeah, there's a vision to this. Trust the process. I do have an actual Matrix spoiler and a spare piece in case me trusting in the process fails miserably and I absolutely hate this. Then I have a backup plan. If you guys caught yesterday's video, here is the subwoofer thing I'm working with on the Matrix. This is a Vibe subwoofer box. No, this is not one for a Matrix because they are 2 different subwoofer boxes. So if you guys don't know, basically from here back of the Vibe is completely different layout. Pontiac changed all of that. Don't know why, but they did. And yeah, I pulled the rear glass to do the body work here, the glass panel here. There's a little bit of surface rust right here, and I wanted to make sure it didn't go all the way through, and it didn't. Luckily, it didn't. So I completely sanded all of this. I need to redo it because when I did it, I didn't really smooth anything out. So this is like a lot of leftover gasket and stuff that got painted over. But before I paint, I'm definitely going to sand this and redo the epoxy primer and color and then clear coat and stuff. So yeah, that's if you guys didn't gather from all of this, the plan is to completely respray the car. Let's talk about the upgrades. Now these are some Scion TC TRD wheels. They are TRD wheels. They are stamped TRD on the inside, but they were on the release series 5.0 Scion TC. I believe is 5.0. And found these in a junkyard. Dirt cheap considering what they are. I think I paid like $150 for the entire set. And yeah, they just needed some reworking. This inner centerpiece right here is supposed to be red, but I didn't like the way that looked, so I just made them a satin black because they're satin black from factory, but I just didn't add that red lip thing. I didn't like that. Yes, that's a Nissan center cap. I went through the junkyard and pulled center caps like a madman just to find center caps for these wheels that fit. I am going to shave this Nissan logo down. I might put just like the M, like the Matrix M in there, or airbrush like TRD, or I might just leave them satin black. I don't know yet, but either way, they will be satin black. I don't know if they're going to be a design on them or not. You guys can see the TRD drop springs. There is the part number right there. When you look up this part number, it says that it is for a 2nd generation Matrix. They fit on the 1st generation Matrix just fine. I think it was one of those situations where Toyota didn't sell all of their springs for the first generation Matrix, and they basically shifted everything over to the second generation and acted like the first generation Matrix didn't exist. I do have a rear disc conversion for the Matrix here that I plan on doing as well. I do have video on how to do that for your 7th gen Celica, your first generation Matrix, and this era Corolla. I do have a short explaining what I just said about the springs as well. I do have a TRD muffler that I plan on putting on from a TC onto here. That's going to require some work, but I'm willing to do it, and I'm willing to learn how to do it. I bought a welder, a flux core welder, and it does stainless steel as well, and so I'm gonna weld it up. We're gonna see what happens. Full black leather interior out of a Pontiac Vibe. Seats, when I found them, were in phenomenal shape, man. I mean, fantastic shape. There's a little bit of white, like paint or something on the seats right there. Detailer told me that he can get that off, no problem, easy peasy. I just need to take it up to him. So when the car's running, and the car runs, but you know, when it's got glass and registration and stuff, I plan on taking him up there. Center console is out of a Scion TC. It is a direct swap. It's no problem. I have a short on that as well. The interior, so I've got my glow shift gauges. It's a volt gauge and an oil pressure gauge, and I molded the two pieces up top there onto the center area. Obviously, as you can tell, I painted the entire interior in a 1D0 Toyota Silver, so it matches my 7th gen Celica. I do want to get, you see the radio is sunken in. I want to go to the junkyard and find a set of radio brackets for the Matrix, like actual Toyota ones, because the ones that I have in there right now are like these plastic ones that came with the dash kit, and it sinks the radio way back, and I don't like that, so I want to bring it forward, and the Toyota brackets will bring it forward. The steering wheel is painted in 1D0 silver as well. It's not clear coated, but the steering wheel needed to be somewhat repaired, and it is a TRD steering wheel from the UK. And they had them in like a bright silver, a dark silver, a blue, a red, a dark blue. And so what I did, I just sprayed the silver on there to refurbish it, because I did order it and the top part was kind of worn out and stuff. So the roof, it is a Corolla from that era, so the roof needs a good sanding, good paint stripping before the respray. I'm going to get to that. Don't you worry, guys. Again, TRD wheels up front. The TRD springs, so the car sits roughly stock height. It's just leveled out. The spring up front is, I believe, a 1/2 inch drop. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch drop, and then 1.5 inches or something like that in the rear. 1.25 inches, and it levels the car out. Now, if you have like 16s or 17s, the car will sit lower, but because I put 18s on there, it's roughly back up to stock height. It might sit maybe like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch lower than stock height, but when the rest of the body kit is on it, it will really bring it down lower to the ground. It's a very similar thing what I did with my 7th gen Celica. In terms of engine bay, we've got TRD strut bar. I painted this in Toyota Super Red 2 to match all the other TRD, red, but this thing originally came in like a dark gray color. TRD cold air intake running right there. TRD oil cap, and I painted the valve cover a gloss black with a 2K clear over it, and it is sanded and polished and everything. A Mishimoto power steering reservoir here. This is my first time welding anything, and my welds are, shit. So I didn't really understand like metal and how like amperage and voltage and all that stuff on how welding and how basically all that correlated with each other. So I do want to go back at some point. I want to go get another bracket from the junkyard because that's what I did. I basically took a Corolla power steering reservoir bracket, got some basic sheet metal, and then kind of cut this piece, cut it out, and then kind of welded the two together. It's held, so I'm proud of the fact that I was able to get it to hold. But, you know, the welds look terrible, so I definitely want to go back and clean that up. Now, one thing I had to do with the cold air intake, I had to make this piece of sheet metal, this little metal bracket right here. You see the cold air intake goes right there, and it just kind of flops around, bounces around. And yeah, that's not good for any intake system, for it just to flop around. So I basically, all I did was bend a piece of sheet metal, painted that Toyota Super Red 2 as well, because I had some leftover paint. I might go over and just paint it black or paint it the same color as the car, that dark blue metallic mica, and kind of blend it in. But yeah, so that's where that sits as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the engine bay. Oh, one thing I want to grab off of ATC as well, they have like these little rubber caps on their strut towers. I want to grab that. They're just like little beauty like rubber caps or whatever that cover up that nut and bolt system right there. So yeah, definitely wanted to clean all of that up. And yeah, the windshield, I pulled the windshield out of the car because all of this was rusted and starting to rust real bad. And as you see, basically I just repaired the entire thing all the way through. It was a lot of surface rust for the most part. There was a little bit of pitting in certain areas and stuff I had to address and take care of. But yeah, she is completely ready for a whole new windshield. She's just really dirty from sitting in the garage. And here's a shot from the driver's side. You guys can really see that steering wheel. And the rear passenger side. That's pretty much it, man. I don't know what else to say, except for that's the update, man, on the Matrix. Oh, and I still have the TRD door seals right there from the Canadian TRD edition Toyota Matrix. I do want to get a set of Corolla ones that just say Corolla. Probably going to keep the TRD ones, but there you go. Update on the Matrix. So, as always, guys, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I'll see you guys next video. And as always, cut it out. Later, everybody.